What's good, y'all, man? So we're talking about the Michigan program and what Joel Klatt said today. He said, something inside me believes that we're going to see the best version of Michigan in the second half of the season. Now, Joel Klatt obviously is a great analyst. I disagree with him. I don't see it for Michigan. Jack Tuttle is their third quarterback this year, right? And then on top of that, they got a gauntlet of a schedule coming up. I don't know, man. I see it, I guess. You know, where he's coming from. They already got 2 losses. I just don't see Michigan turning the season around. I don't see it. They would have to win out to maybe even get into a Big Ten championship. I don't see it. Now, in terms of looking at their schedule, this is what they got. All right? They got Illinois this weekend on CBS Paramount, right? That's at a 3:30 kickoff. Now, Illinois has been ranked all year. You know what I'm saying? They came into the rankings, at a good part of the year, right? Pretty good team, likes to run the ball, very physical football team. You know what I'm saying? Will not be an easy game. And then, like I said, what's Michigan been predominantly known for? They like to run the football, right? They like to run the football, play good defense. They're an old-fashioned type of team, right? A lot of teams like to air it out. That is not Michigan, right? And to be on your third quarterback to say you're going to win with the schedule, I just don't see it, right? Michigan State, okay, I'll give you that. You at home against Michigan State, you should win that in your big house. You should win that with your crowd and your audience and things like that. Now, look at this. You got Oregon, right? They got a dynamic offense, right? Dylan Gabriel's been moving up in the ladders and QB rankings and things like that. He's been great. Last week, Ted Johnson didn't even have his best game. They still found a way to win, right? Defense can step up in big moments and get stops. I just don't see them beating. I don't see them beating Oregon. Then after that, you're going to play Indiana at home. On the road, excuse me. Now, Indiana's having a magnificent season, right? Looks really good under Coach Cignetti. Good defense. Pretty good offense. I don't know. I don't see you beating them. Now, they got a big test this weekend against Nebraska. But that's tough. Then you got Northwestern. You should handle business. Should hold serve there. Then you're going to play at Ohio State. Well, Ohio State showed you that they can compete and contend at a high level with some of the top teams, right, in the country in Oregon. I don't see them turning their season around. Now, that does not mean they're not going to be bowl eligible. That does not mean that they're not going to have a decent season. But I think looking at this and their record, I think they can maybe squeeze out eight wins, 8 to 9 wins, maybe. I'm going to say 8, though. I don't see them being Oregon. I don't see them being Indiana. And I don't see them being Ohio State. Sorry. I just don't see it. And then when you got this, peep this real quick, y'all. This was written by SI earlier in the year, right? So Tuttle cleared for a 7th year of college football. You got a 7th-year player on your program. Now, again, a veteran, has been around, things like that, has dealt with injury. He wasn't even a factor in the QB battle, right? Now, look at the other guys that played. Now, this is just this season. You started the season with Davis Warren, right? Started your first 3 games. Then it was Ojiri, right? He started 2 games. Now you're with Tuttle. You lost to Washington. Now Tuttle's your guy. Again, you went through 3 starters. That's not easy, man. I don't care what anybody says when it comes to a locker room, when it comes to building camaraderie, things like that. Going through 3 quarterbacks already, and you're not even at the end of the season yet? That's tough. So, back to Joel's point. Again, I respect him because he's been in the game so long. Thinking that Tuttle's going to be able to put this team over the top and help their offensive struggles, a team that's predominantly known to run the football, that can't really air it out, I just don't see it. I would have to see it to believe it. So, I'm going to respectfully disagree. I don't think they turn it around. Too tough of a schedule. We talked about it already. Oregon, Indiana, Ohio State. All L's, in my opinion. So, that's easily 3 more losses added to the slate. But we're going to find out if they can turn it around. But I don't see it. I would have to see it out of Tuttle first. And he's a guy that's been around, can't stay healthy. We'll see, though, if he's able to do it. But y'all comment below your thoughts. Can Michigan turn their season around?